Emmanuel Macron has been warned France must be next to create its own Frexit to enable the nation to take back control and leave the harmful, paralysing and ruinous European Union. But ultimately, it will seal the UK's full departure from the EU and free the nation from the bloc's laws and regulations. 4.5 years after the historic Brexit referendum, the French government and in particular President Macron have been huge vocal critics of Brexit, often threatening to vote down agreements if the terms did not adhere their headlines. Now the coined phrase Frexit, created to try and force France's own exit from the EU, is picking up significant pace on Twitter in the country. On Wednesday, Mr. Johnson tweeted a picture of him signing the EU trade deal, accompanied with the post, "By signing this deal, we fulfill the sovereign wish of the British people to live under their own laws, made by their own elected parliament." But Generation Frexit, the political movement set up in July 2020, retweeted the post from the Prime Minister and lashed out at the EU, ramping up its calls for France to be the next member state to leave the bloc. The group wrote, "The sovereign wish of a people to live according to its own laws. The United Kingdom is renewing this fundamental right that the European Union confiscated from them for too long. Let France be next and take back control as well, leaving this harmful, paralysing and ruinous EU." Charles-Honoré Gallois, president of Generation Frexit and author of the book The Economic Illusions of the EU, retweeted the same picture from Mr. Johnson on Wednesday, writing, "It's done and effective tomorrow at midnight. The House of Commons approves the deal with 521 votes for and 73 against. They're taking back control. Brexit take back control." Earlier in the day, Mr. Gallois had ramped up his calls for Frexit by tweeting, "If France is a democratic country, we must also give voice to the people about our EU membership. A fortiori when we know that the membership conditions have changed significantly since the vote on the Maastricht Treaty." He also posted a link to the website referendumfrexit.org, which warns that following Brexit, France's contribution to the EU will increase by €5 billion a year to €29 billion, which is the equivalent of 720 hospitals or 14,000 schools that will not be built. The website adds the EU recovery plan from the coronavirus pandemic will bind France until 2058 and cost us daily €40 billion net. It is much more than if we had taken this loan directly on our own. Moreover, we will not have the free use of this money. It is the European Commission which will decide. The website also warns, what is all this money going to be used for? The EU has been around for 27 years. It has already cost us hundreds of billions of euros. However, the situation in France has continued to deteriorate. With COVID-19, we are now in full collapse. The time has therefore come to take stock of the European Union. We must vote by referendum on our membership of the European Union. Respect for democracy and the future of the French people require it. Mr. Gallois also posted a tweet praising Mr. Johnson, arguing the Prime Minister was always prepared for a no-deal outcome with the EU, warning France must be prepared to do that same after a Frexit victory in a referendum. He wrote, "To get a good deal, you had to be prepared for a no-deal exit. Boris Johnson did so as soon as he arrived at 10 Downing Street. After a Frexit victory in a referendum, we will have to prepare for a no-deal exit. This will allow us to get out much faster than our British friends who lost time with Theresa May."